All right, guys, so I am making a new video and I deleted the old one for those of you who watched it. So I was looking at my dyno graphs that you see here and realized that the one sheet I posted that has the stock versus the Diablo was the wrong numbers. So it said like 310, 325 was my stock run. My stock run was actually 309, 342, so it was off a little bit. Um, so I wanted to update the video with this and kind of compare the graphs here. I don't have any of the ones with the numbers on top of like right on top of each other to like really compare, but I am looking at them both right now as I record this, and it looks like the uh, stock numbers, um, pretty much the horsepower gains are from about 4,500 to 5,500 RPM. That's gains for the Diablo tune. Looks like in certain areas there might be like a up to a 20 horsepower gain, but as far as peak goes, I actually lost 1 horsepower on the peak. Um, and then in terms of torque, torque on the stock run was higher throughout the RPM band. At no point did the Diablo tune get higher than the stock run. So the Diablo tune actually hurt my torque. With the Diablo tune, I made 336 foot-pounds of torque, and on the stock run, I made 342. So all in all, with the Diablo tune, I lost 1 peak horsepower and 6 peak torque, and I may have gained up to 20 horsepower on the Diablo tune at about 4,800 RPM, but that was it. I mean, that basically from 4,500 to 5,500, it averaged about 5 horsepower of a gain, and then everywhere else there was a loss. So Diablo tune definitely not worth keeping. If you get the Diablo tuner, I would definitely recommend getting a custom tune with it, because the canned 93 octane tune doesn't do much. There's not much power there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And I do want to point out on the right side dyno graph there, the 282 horsepower, 311 torque that you're looking at, that is in fifth gear. So I did a comparison on the Diablo tune, the fourth gear versus fifth gear, because on the stock RT you can't do fifth gear pulls because it tops out before it hits the rev limiter. So on my completely stock dyno, you see on the left, I had to make that run in fourth gear so that it could go all the way through the RPM band. And that's why the numbers are a little bit higher than you normally see, because it was ran in a lower gear. But I wanted to run the 93 tune in fifth gear just to give people a comparison for those who run all their runs in fifth gear or who have been able to run all their runs in fifth gear. But yeah, like I said, 309 to 308. So I lost a horsepower, lost 6 torque, lost torque throughout the RPM band, gained a little bit of horsepower between 4,500 and 5,500, but not enough to make a big difference, in my opinion. I think the reason my 0 to 60 and quarter mile runs improved is because of the transmission tuning. But I am working with mags right now on a custom tune, so I will get those numbers posted as soon as we get all that dialed in and finish the data logging. And I will get the new dyno numbers up on that, compare them to the stock and compare them to the 93 can tune, and then I will get the new 0 to 60s and quarter miles on that as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it helps you make a decision to get a custom tune, as the Diablo tune's not really worth it. And hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.